Let's look at a cool feature in Google Earth called Play Tour. I have open an Iditarod map for the year 2010. And notice, inside the folder called blank 2010 Iditarod, there is a little green schoolhouse with the name Harpeth Hall School next to it. And then there's a folder down here called Checkpoints. And you can see underneath it, it says Northern Route, even years. Let's click the plus sign next to that folder. And notice, if I scroll down, it looks like a list of the checkpoints the mushers have to go to during the Iditarod race. We might want to take a look at all of those. So let's see, how does this map work in Google Earth? First off, let's double-click Harpeth Hall School. And this item here is called a place marker. So I double-click it, and what happens? We zoom in to the place on Google Earth where Harpeth Hall School is. And there's an information box that shows up here where I've put a little bit more information. Home of the Bears, and I also have a link to PladNet. I'm going to close that box by clicking the X in the upper right hand corner. If I want it to return, all I have to do is simply left click the place marker with my cursor, and it opens the place marker description. You're going to learn how to put information in that place marker description box in another tutorial. Now what I want to do is show you how you can take a tour of the Iditarod Trail. Let's click one time, so single left click the folder called Checkpoints. When that happens, this little icon down here shows up. All you have to do to play the tour is left click the play tour icon, and then sit back and relax as you travel through the different place marks of the Iditarod. So first we're taken to Anchorage, and then we zoom around to the starting point of Willow, and so forth. If I move my cursor in the field, this control bar shows up. So at any time, if I want to pause or stop the tour, I can just click the pause key. And I could actually come over to the navigation tools and move around in the view. So if I wanted to move way in and take a look at this point here, I could do that by using the navigation tools. To resume the tour, I simply press the play button again. It takes me back to the original view of where the camera was before I moved it, but then it continues along its way. So you can actually create any number of maps in Google Earth that are interesting to you, and you could create a tour and share them with family and friends, or with your teacher. That's it for this tutorial.